Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Allison and I'm over 50. And this is my life, my real life. And I'm so glad you're joining me. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're one of my regulars, welcome back. I've missed you. Tonight, I had a hard time thinking of a topic, but I thought I'd let you in on a little something about me. I did last night too, but I was thinking of something different, and getting to know everybody has been fun, but I was thinking when we were driving in the car, I had my hearing aids in. Yes, I have hearing aids, guys. I'm old, but it's nice because I can use my hearing aids just like iPods or earpods, whatever, so nobody has to hear what I want to listen to. But I listened to some podcasts, and I thought I'd share some of those podcasts with you because I really enjoy them, and I listen to them for different reasons. And some of you might find them interesting, and others of you might not. But I thought I'd share a little bit about them just because you might gain some insight about me. So, you know, I have a variety of things I like to listen to because it depends what kind of mood I'm in. So I like mysteries. I really like spiritual things to uplift me, to keep me going. But some of my very first YouTube, and now she has a podcast, but the very first YouTube/podcast that I ever listened to was called The Clutter Bug. And Cass was the funniest person. She had cleaning tips for your house. And she is so motivational. She just, in her life, is so funny. She always leaves at the end of her YouTube like a funny story about her life. And some of these stories are just totally outrageous. You would never believe in a million years what this gal has gone through. But recently she became a firefighter. She lives in Canada, and she became a volunteer firefighter. And that just shocked me. But I get very motivated when I listen to her talk about her cleaning. She's written a few books. She had a show on TLC, and helped people organize their house. Not hoarders, but people that had a hard time organizing their house. So I get motivated when I listen to her. I feel like going home and cleaning things up. I also love listening to a show called How I Built This with Guy Raz. And I probably have bought many of the things that he talks to people that have created things like major brands, like the On Cloud gym shoes, or some type of food, or just baseball bats. Very interesting things, like very interesting things. And then later on, he'll have them on to help young entrepreneurs start their business. So they have the advice line. I really just enjoy learning about how things have been made, or, how they started out. I also love The Angels and Awakening by Julie Jancis. Small world. She lives in the Chicagoland area, and we had a small world connection, and I put her in touch with some people and that I indirectly knew, and they met up, and I know someday I'm going to meet with her, but she gives really nice daily affirmations and wonderful thoughts and prayers. Not necessarily religious, it's just spiritual. And talks about your angels, and she gives me hope. She gives me a lot of hope. And I also love Mystic Michaela and Know Your Aura. So she reads people's auras. Um, and her and her husband have this great um, podcast. And I love listening to them. The banter they have going back and forth, but it's always an educational thing about your auras. And she's written a few books, and I did a book club for North Texas. And when her new book came out, a local bookstore where I have things on consignment, some of my crafts on consignment, I asked them if they would let us use the bookstore. And I didn't know any of these people, but I invited people in the area from our Facebook page to get together. And I met a bunch of people, and we all got together, and we were talking about our auras and just life stories and why we were what we were, and it was fun. Um, and the best ideas yet. Um, One of the last ones was about the iPhone and how Steve Jobs did not want to make the iPhone. And when he did, just how the whole world opened up with the iPhone. But he did not want to do that. It surprised me. And Really No Really is a funny one, but a serious one. It's with Jason Alexander and Peter Tillman. They're like best friends. And one of theirs that I really enjoyed was they interviewed a billionaire who wants to buy TikTok. But he wants to do it for good reasons. And I liked his platform of why he wants to do it. And you'd have to listen to it just to find out. But that's called Really No Really. And a brand new podcast that just came out is Words We Heard. And it talks about this lady interviews baby boomers. And she needs to get her sound worked out, just like I need to get my editing worked out. But she talks to baby boomers and what it was like growing up. And it's just really neat to listen to their stories. It's like listening to, your family members, your old family members, and a lot you can relate to in our age group, our little tribe. And then I listened to Sandra Champlain. I've had an honor of speaking with her and emailing with her, but Sandra Champlain has two podcasts, and one of them is We Don't Die, and it's also a spiritual kind of positive reinforcements, and her last one was The Reality of Healing. And every Sunday she has a YouTube online, totally free, just a gathering, Sunday gathering, and it has good music, good words of wisdom, and a free reading if anybody's interested. My dad came through one time, and it was very funny. And her other one was Shades of the Afterlife. And the it was a couple weeks ago, it was innovative grief therapy. And actually, when I learned about the integrative grief therapy, I got trained in it. I learned about it through her podcast. And since I'm a therapist, I researched it and I became a grief therapist. I added that onto my list of things that I can do in my practice, and very interesting. So it was nice that I had that. I listened to that, and it opened my world to another option. And then for fun, I watch Housewives. Don't laugh at me, but the news is very depressing. So I would rather watch a bunch of women yelling at each other and having first world problems, because they didn't buy their $1 million ring. Whatever. But I listen to Weekly Dose of BS, and it's actually one of the Dallas Housewives, Stephanie Holman, and her friend Trey. And they just catch you up on just, what's going on in reality TV or what's going on in their lives and charity things that they do. So that's kind of fun. It's just a no-brainer. You can listen to it and you can laugh with them, and they're local, so it's kind of fun because I know what they're talking about. And one of the other ones I love listening to is Common Mystics. It's two sisters, Jen and Jill, and they grew up just outside of Chicago, and they are they are mediums, and they always set their intentions, and they do kind of history. And when they take these little trips, they get history and they follow their, as they say, their spiny senses, and they go out and tell a story. They find a story about usually a long time ago and some murder mystery, and they research it, and it's all factual, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So those are the fun things that I listen to when I'm driving, and I learn things, and I'm open to listen to many different things. Those are just the ones that I get stuck on, and I look forward to listening to every week, and I get upset when they don't have a new one on. And it was great to listen to it all the way up to Oklahoma. And why don't you share with me what you like to listen to, whether it's music or news? Like I said, I try to stay away from the news because it's just too darn depressing for me. But I would love to learn a little bit about you. Give me a list of something. That's the way we get to know each other. I know some of you are into numerology and astrology, and I love that too. So anyways, this is my video for tonight. Each day it's getting a little later because I'm not home most of the time. And today I'm like, oh no, it's late and I haven't come up with an idea. But I've been thinking about this idea for a long time. I just had to put it together. So I hope you had a great day. And I've enjoyed all of your videos. And Miss Paula, I love those cows. I want to come live on your farm. I want to drive the tractor and I want to sleep with the cows because I love cows. Oh, when I was in Oklahoma and I watched my daughter defend her thesis, we got to go where they do the slaughtering of the animals because it's a food science, and they have PhD programs, and I was able to buy some very good meat. I know some of you are going, ew, Allison, stop it. But it's how students learn to become butchers. Like actually every part of everything from grading meat to how to cut meat to the parts. It's very, very, very interesting. But we got to go through the plant and it was very nice. So I'll leave it off at that. But I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the weekend. And hit the like and subscribe. I am up to 115 subscribers and I have 114 videos out there. So that's one subscriber for every video almost. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you have to keep going because I keep going every day. and you matter to me. Have a good one.